E.Y.E. Divine Cybermancy is a source-based action RPG for Windows available on Steam for about $10. It has a very Shadowrun or Deus Ex-like setting where everyone has cybernetic enhancements and psi powers, as well as guns, making for very interesting gameplay. However, due to the complexity of the game and the game itself not teaching players how to play very well, it's easy to be put off by the game at first glance. That's why I'm making this video, to teach you everything you need to know all in one place so you can get started. In this video I'll be explaining in order what the main menu options do, how character creation works, how to control your character, what your actions are, how to upgrade your character, how research works, how to equip yourself for a mission, and lastly, how to hack. In the description of the video, I'll have clickable timecodes to skip to whatever part you're most interested in. What the main menu options do. The main menu can actually be a bit confusing to new players, so I'll explain exactly what everything does. At the top is no avatar selected. That means you don't have a character selected. Once you make one, this will change to an option to log out of that character. Next is play campaign solo. This simply lets you play the campaign with your selected character. If you aren't logged into a character, then this will take you to the screen where you can either select a character you've made, or make a new one. Next is Launch Temple HQ Solo. This is basically a big store where you can walk around with your selected character and buy weapons, psi abilities, and cybernetic enhancements with the money you've earned. Find a Server lets you look online for servers to play on, to either do missions or the campaign in a group. Next is Create Server, where you can either play non-story missions for money alone, or with friends online. This is a very good way to level your character to get him stronger for the campaign. Options, of course, lets you set your settings and remap your keys, and Quit simply quits you out of the game. How character creation works. Once you join a server, create a server, go to Temple HQ, or play the campaign for the first time, you'll be taken to the character creation screen. First, you choose your name and click Create. From there, you'll be taken to the DNA Profiles screen. On this screen, you can pick 3 different kinds of DNA to be fused with. These will raise and lower your starting stats. Each DNA has a list of attributes that it strengthens and others that it weakens. Usually, the more the ones it strengthens rise, the lower the ones it weakens will go, so you need to be careful not to leave yourself with too strong a weakness. By clicking Genetic Fusion, you can re-randomize your attributes with the selected genes. Before you do your DNA, though, you should have an understanding of what each attribute does. Let's start with the ones that your DNA changes. Strength makes you deal more damage with melee weapons, and lowers the speed penalty from heavy armors and carrying lots of gear. It is also used as a requirement to buy some weapons. Psi Force is the strength of your different psi abilities, as well as your resistance against psi abilities. It is also used as a requirement for some cybernetic implants, weapons, and psi powers. Endurance gives you more health points, making you consume less energy, and lowers the chance of hemorrhaging. It also is used as a requirement for some cybernetic implants and weapons. Accuracy increases the damage you do with firearms, as well as increase the chance to cause hemorrhaging. It is also used as a requirement for some cybernetic implants and weapons. Hacking increases the starting bonus when hacking, the range you can hack at, your resistance to being hacked, and the speed you can upload viruses during the hacking minigame. It is also used as a requirement for some cybernetic implants and weapons. Mental balance increases your resistance to the effects of insanity and makes it harder for you to go insane. Medicine makes your medkits more powerful and recharge faster, as well as increasing your health you can heal when doing some self-maintenance. It is also used as a requirement for some psi powers. Agility increases the speed you can run, the height you can jump, and how fast you swing your melee weapons. It is also used as a requirement for some weapons. Next are the 4 that aren't directly affected by genes. Superhuman Reflex is your ability to completely dodge attacks. Depending on how high your Superhuman Reflex is, you'll be given a % chance to not take any damage from an incoming attack. Your base reflex is determined by your starting agility, and is mostly raised through cybernetic implants. Critical Hit is your chance to inflict extra damage on an attack at random, and how much extra damage it does. Health points are how much damage you can take before you fall into a coma. Your base health is always 40, but it will increase depending on how many points you have in endurance. Karma determines the chance of fatal injuries when falling into a coma, as well as how many medikits you can use before overdosing. The lower karma you have, the worse the fatal injuries can be and the less medkits you can take. Karma is raised by doing good actions in the campaign, and lowered by killing allies, innocent creatures, or bad actions in the campaign. Now that you know what everything does, I'll give recommendations for a starting character. For a beginning character, I recommend you focus on having a high accuracy for range damage, endurance for health, and hacking to better learn the minigame. Make sure not to neglect agility, medicine, or strength too much. Don't worry about mental balance or psi power for your first character. This is a fairly hardy gun-focused character to allow you to get used to the controls and get a feel for the game. How to control your character. For movement, the default is WASD. Spacebar is to jump, control is to crouch, and shift is to use superhuman speed to sprint. Left click uses your weapon, and right click either uses fine aim on a gun or blocks with a melee weapon. Q and E also let you lean left and right. F changes your firing mode, X cycles through your psi abilities, and Z uses the selected ability. Holding C lets you use your quick action wheel. Pressing enter lets you interact with characters and the armory. Both the mouse wheel and the number keys from 1 till 0 allow you to cycle through your weapons. Lastly, G turns on and off your flashlight, and V lets you do maintenance on yourself to heal up your health past a percent depending on your medical skill, and to remove status afflictions. What your actions are. Actions are all of your special abilities that set you apart from just a generic shooter protagonist. They allow you to do great feats such as jumping 20 feet in the air, turning invisible, and making a target explode while teleporting to where they died. Some abilities you start with, but most you have to buy. To get to the actions menu, hold C, move your mouse down, and release C. Here you'll find all of your actions. For easier access, right-click the abilities you'll be using most often, and they'll appear on the action wheel every time you hold down C. How to upgrade your character. There are 4 ways to upgrade your character: skill points, cybertech, the stores, and research. As you deal damage to enemies, complete successful actions like hacking and healing, and complete objectives, you'll get experience points and level up. Every time you level up, you get 3 more points to spend on your attributes. To spend them, press B and you can see all your stats on the left. Simply click the plus symbol next to them to add them. Next is cybertech. As you kill enemies and complete missions, you'll get Brozoph, the currency in this game. For the sake of brevity and hilarity, I will from now on refer to them as bro coins. By pressing B at any time in a game, and going to the Cybertech tab, you can see a list of cybernetic body parts you have, what they do, and how much it costs to upgrade them. To upgrade one of your liking, simply press the plus symbol beside it. The third way to upgrade your character is by buying upgrades at the stores in Temple HQ. Simply walk to either Medical Bay for cybernetic abilities, the Archive for psi abilities, or the Armory for weapons, and buy whatever you'd like. The last way to upgrade your character is through research. Some of the things you research will permanently give you attribute bonuses. How does research work? Well, that's the next section. How research works. As you defeat enemies in the field, sometimes they'll drop silver briefcases. These will contain special materials that unlock the ability to research new technologies. Some technologies lead to new weapons, some to attribute bonuses, and a few to nothing at all. To research something, hit B and go to the Research tab. From here you can see a list of everything you can research on the left. In the middle is a Scientist slider. The farther to the right, the more bro coins it will cost, but the faster you will finish. The farther to the left, the slower but cheaper. Since 1 hour in-game is only about 11 seconds, it's usually a better idea to keep the slider on the far left and save your bro coins for more research, equipment, and upgrades. How to equip yourself for a mission. At the start of every mission, you'll see a big black cabinet. This is your armory. In here you'll find 8 tabs of weapon and ammo. You'll never run out of supplies in your armory, and it's all completely free, but some of the things will be locked until you've bought it from Temple HQ. Here you can drag equipment from the right into your storage slots to use it, as well as change your light armor for medium or heavy armor in the bottom left. As you can see in the top left, the more and heavier equipment you have, the bigger the speed malice and the slower you will move. How to hack. Hacking is an extremely useful skill that allows you to do anything from hacking open locked doors and hacking computers for mission-critical information, to hacking a bank terminal and even other people. To get your hacking menu, hold C, move your mouse down, and release C, bringing you to the Actions menu. On the far left, you'll find Hack. This will bring you to the hacking menu. First, on the left, you select what you'd like to hack. How wide a range you can hack within depends on your hacking attribute. First, select a target. Second, you want to select what you'd like to do. Possess lets you see through the eyes of the soldier as well as control them and even force them to shoot on allies. Hack lets you open doors, get information from computers, and steal money from bank terminals. Destroy kills whatever target you've hacked, and Steal gives you all the energy from your opponent to quickly replenish your stamina. Once you've picked that, you're put into the minigame. The options are Attack, Mask, Scan, Shield, and Overflow. Attack damages the opponent's health. Mask lowers their attack. Scan lowers their defense. Shield raises your own defense. And Overflow raises your attack but lowers your defense. How much damage you do on an attack is your attack power minus their defense, and the first person to get to 0 health loses. If you lose, you may die. If you win, you succeed in doing whatever you were trying to accomplish with the hack. I find a good opener is to use Shield twice, Overflow once, and Attack. If the opponent is putting up a lot of resistance, repeat Shield and Overflow about 3 times and get back on the offensive. Now that you know how to play the game, I hope to see many more people buying the game on Steam. It's a real diamond in the rough and deserves more attention. So, until next time, have a nice day. Thanks everyone for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any more questions about the game, or you think I didn't explain something in the video well enough, let me know in the comments section where I can either help you out, or make another video explaining whatever it is people are having troubles with. If you're interested, why don't you check out some other videos of mine? On the left is my Flash Trash playlist, where Brandon War Zero and I play bad Flash horror games and try and figure out why people find them so scary. On the right is a playlist of recorded Pass the Controller Please streams. Pass the Controller Please is a weekly charity stream that I'm a part of every Friday from 5 till 7 PM EST. If you want to keep up with me, check out the description where you can find links to things such as my Steam group where I send out updates on streams, my Twitch channel where I do the streams, and my personal forum where I list all the games I plan to Let's Play and like to keep up with my viewers. Until next time, have a nice day.